So I'm recording this on my tablet. I know I look nasty right now because I've had a long day of walking around and being in the sun, and today was kind of just like me and Anna's day together. Damien, Zach, Victoria, they all went to Cedar Point, okay, because I'm in Ohio. Only in Ohio. Oh, Ohio, you know. You know that meme, guys, you know that one that was like popular like 2 years ago. Anyway, um, you know, other than the fact that there's a lady outside right now that for some reason is sitting in her yard and just has gasoline next to her. I don't know if oh shit, you can't see any. Oh, there she is. Other than that, everything's pretty normal. There was a kid on a bike that asked me for $1. I said no. Um, there is construction by our Airbnb, which is normal because that's how you get it for cheap. So things have been pretty good. It's just me and Anna in the house right now. She is taking a nap. So let me show you around and don't look down because I have no pants on. So this is my room. So this is my bed. And this is the bed that I stole a blanket from. And this is my cute little stay right now. Let's see. Let me show you guys. We went to a candy store. It's called BA Sweets, I think. By the way, got one of these Muddy Buddies. Don't play with me. I love those. So we went and we got some sweets and stuff. S'mores fudge. Excited about that. A bunch of taffy. I got a lot of taffy in here. I love saltwater taffy so much, and they're so bad for your teeth. So that's my room. This is the room that I wanted originally, but we let Zach have it for some reason. Honestly, this is the room that I have now is fine. This is Zach's stuff. This is the where is it? That's Washington. I gave him that. That's my mushroom. Okay. Let's see. Now, the king room is in there, and it's connected to this bathroom here, but I'm not gonna go in there because Anna's sleeping. So I'm walking down the stairs. I don't know why I'm. Wait, what is on down here? Oh, the dishwashing. The dishwasher's on. Here's the kitchen. Here's our watermelon. Demons have a bubba or double bubble. All this stuff are in here. That's me. Cute. There's two bathrooms. Two bathrooms is really nice. Oh wait, that's not the dishwasher. That's this thing. Water heater. Secret bathroom. Wait, where is it? Secret bathroom. Which, speaking of, I do need to use right now. So, okay, sorry, that was a little awkward. Anyway, we haven't gone outside yet. It's not really that much of a reason to. Ooh, this is warm. We got central air stuff. Okay, let's get out of here. This is the living room if you haven't seen it too well. Okay, so yeah, I'm having like such a good time, and you know, really, I didn't know what to expect from Ohio because I kind of assumed it would be like Baltimore. You know, Baltimore was fine. I don't honestly even remember that much about Baltimore, other than the fact that I had strawberry rolls in the car on the way back, and we went to a museum. We did go to I guess that's supposed to be the biggest museum in America. I don't really know if it was, but yeah, anyway, so I remember that about that. Next couple days, starting tomorrow, and then Thursday and Friday are gonna be the best days because tomorrow we are going on a cruise. I'm excited about because I want to be on the water. I want to be on Lake Erie. We're also going to, well, they're going to a rock and roll museum. It was like $60. I didn't want to pay that. So, me and Zach are going to the free one, which is the art museum. I don't know where the hell it is. But, we're doing that. I'm getting food. And then, the next day, we are going to the beach. We're going to, I think it's Sims Beach. That's like right over there. We spent all day. We spent at least genuinely probably like an hour walking around trying to find an entrance to swim because we just wanted to find it. We didn't even bring our bathing suits. We just wanted to find somewhere that we could go swimming. Nothing. Everything's blocked off. First place we went to, because this Airbnb that we got is supposed to be like what's it called? Like a lake house, like and it said you would have beach access, but you don't. You don't have beach access. You know why? Because the only beach access that you have to be a member to be. So thank you, Shore Haven, because we can't even be on the beach because you stole that part of the beach. And then also, thank you, the hell is it called? Like North Beach Club or something, because you also stole some of our beach with the private property. And then thank you, other clubhouse that is not named, for stealing some also of the beach. So what the fuck, guys? Like, like, yeah, okay, we can feel the breeze from the beach, but we don't have beach access. But we did go on private property and we did trespass so that we could feel the water for a little bit. And me and Anna had a great time because we were just like on like the rocks, just kind of sitting and talking and looking at the seagulls and the ducks, and it was solitary. There was like nobody else even around at all. It was really nice. And then oh, I shouldn't touch my eye. I have a thingy on. I got, what's it called? I don't know. I'm tired. It's 7 p.m. The other kids aren't back yet because they wanted to spend all day at Cedar Point because they paid $60, and there's no freaking water park. Actually, I think there is a water park, but you have to pay extra to go to the water park. No, thank you. And then me and Anna went to Beach Club Bistro. And I got a chicken sandwich. It was okay, but I just don't like if it's like, I want like a tender piece of chicken, you know? And then, sorry. She got a potato pizza, which she said was really good. And the lady said, she said when we got there that we should definitely get a pizza because they're so good and they're like renowned for their pizza. So I was like, yeah. Anyway, it took so long for the server to get there that we just left money on the table and left. After we got our food. So, yeah, there's that. I don't know what we really did today. I got a little bit of sunburn. You can't see, but I got, oh, actually, can you see that? This here is not burnt. There's like, I added an ivory filter because I thought it made colors pop a little bit more. But it seems like there's like a beautifying filter on me. Like specifically up here, it looks really clear. And if you go to like the photo setting, it does not look like that. So I don't know what that's about. I can't remove it. So anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. Like usual, the best parts have been spending time with my friends. And if I was here by myself, it would not be as fun. But because I'm here with my friends and I'm having a good time, it's very nice. And I've enjoyed getting to know Anne a little bit more. She's been having some problems with Zach, and like Damien has too because he's being such a biatch. He's just had a little bit of an attitude, so I don't know, but that's normal. I've been spending more time with Victoria too. We've been talking a lot. Like we would just, I think yesterday, what the hell did we even do yesterday? I don't know what we did yesterday. We got here 2 days ago. Anyway, we ended up just all sitting in a circle and just talking about things, and it was really nice, and I got to learn the lore of Zach's previous relationship, and then we also talked about a little bit more, and that's been, there really hasn't been any stressors in this trip other than the fact that like That's been in the back of my head a little bit, that, like, that's gonna be a big change. Sorry, I'm over here. I'm trying to look here more. Maybe I'll move it like this. Anyway, so, sorry, I didn't take any Adderall today. So we've been talking about that a little bit. First of all, we talked about some on the drive here. I can't remember what started it, but I didn't know that Anna had a problem with some, and Zach had a problem with some, and Victoria learned that some was talking about her while they were in a relationship. I just really learned that some likes to talk about people behind their back, and to be fair, we were doing that in the car too, because we were talking about her, and she has probably genuinely no clue, and I really don't think she has any clue that I've been having any of these feelings about her at all, because, like, I've been trying to make it clear that, like, not that I'm not interested in being friends, but that things are different now. You know, I don't know how to explain it. I was, like, separating myself a little bit from her, and eventually at this point we, like, rarely ever talk anymore. And we rarely talk anymore, and fuck, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyway, whatever, I don't care what I'm talking about. I decided I'm probably not gonna be friends with some anymore, because I was really having conflicting feelings, because most of the things were that I heard what she was doing with other people, and, like, my friends, and some of it was how she was also treating me, because I started to realize after, like, I was talking to everyone else that, like, she really doesn't act like she respects me. She doesn't respect my opinions. She doesn't respect my I mean, I don't know. I just feel bad about saying it. I guess she kind of doesn't, well, to be fair, okay, I'm pretty confident saying this. She doesn't respect my money, because she owed me money for 2 years, and she only paid it after like a month ago, when I told her that, hey, my mom said, because my mom got involved because she wasn't paying me, and she bought a motorcycle, and she was buying all this other shit, and, like, Funko Pops and Minnie Mouse and stuff like that, and not paying me back. So that's a big deal for Anna too, because Sean owes her money, but she's okay because Sean is paying her back slowly, and some just wasn't paying me back at all. She has now, and I have been having these feelings of, like, do I even want to be friends with her anymore? Not because of the money thing. This goes far back now, where it's like, she just really doesn't care that much about me anymore. I'm kind of like a backup friend to her. It's a whole thing, and it's really complicated, and it's been really hard, like, thinking about it, because, you know, she was at one point my best friend, and we were best friends for a long time. At least I was one of her 2 best friends, but she always was like, well, you're more my best friend because I talk to you more and stuff. And I think at this point, I think it's kind of just time to let go. And you know, Anna said that sometimes she would rather cut someone off and have good memories with them than try and make worse memories trying to make better memories. You know what I mean? Like, you can't force it. And I really started to I was hearing things about people's experience with her, and I was just starting to be like, wow, this is, like, not something I can get behind. I don't agree with what she's doing. And it was just, like, saying things to people or acting weird about things to people. God, I guess it doesn't really matter if I say it or not, but the only reason I haven't is because, like, I don't want to throw anyone under the bus, so I don't have to say anything like that. But just, you know, like, I heard, you know, you know what, I don't even want to touch on it, just in case any of those people are watching, and if she's watching. If you're watching this, then that's crazy, because I haven't talked to you about this yet. So you know, I really have a feeling that she's gonna be upset at me, and well, she's gonna be sad because Damien said he's gonna stop inviting her to parties. That, I think, is gonna really get to her, because she's gonna realize how lonely she is, because all of our friends are, except, well, listen, there are some people I'm not that close with. The ones I am close with, they're very genuine people, and they may have some problems, like, they may have their own problems, but they're still good friends, they're loyal, and they're genuine people. And I think she's going to realize when she's not invited to parties anymore that she's going to have difficulty with friends. Because she is like me once, where she just kind of enjoyed having friends around her that were not that good for her and were had like issues and stuff like that. And I know that because one of the people she's friends with has some problems. And the thing is, like, I always try my best to be like, I'm always civil. I'm never like, ugh, whatever. I'm always civil, but I try to be like, you know what, we can fix this. We can try something new and we can keep going and we can whatever. But he just was never good. And I really realized, thinking back on it, because we just had the presentation party, and I realized that I was so much more tense when her and Griffin were around. And Griffin is another friend she's been very attached to by the hip lately. I think they started hanging out really in 2025, and I was upset because I was asking to hang out with her, and she'd be like, I'm sorry, I'm busy, blah, blah, blah. And then she'd be hanging out with Griffin and post it online. So I'd be like, wow, okay, I thought I was supposed to be your best friend, but okay, whatever, just ignore me then. So I kind of knew that about that, but they seem to be getting closer lately, which is great for them, but it's not great for me. And I can't really put it into words that well, but for some reason, I just... they're not really my people anymore. And for some reason, with some there, not as much Griffin, but with some and Griffin combined, I just get like this really weird energy. And even just talking about some, like, it makes me feel more tense. And after I was done talking to Damien, and he was like, you say the word, I'll just stop inviting her and I'll just cut her out, and she can't come back into the house again. Because he's always the one that throws the parties, and it's really sweet and it's really nice. If he throws parties for anything. But I realized, like, I felt better knowing that she wasn't going to be around. I don't know why. I don't really know why. But, that's just how it is. That's just my feelings about it. I unfollowed her on Instagram, and I pressed the button for her to also unfollow me, which I didn't know you could do. But, I did that. And I felt bad about that because I was like, I'm really actually gonna distance myself from her instead of just being like pushing her slowly away and just hoping, that like she just catches it. But I think she'll start to realize, because she started noticing that I really wasn't close to her anymore, and she started saying like, I miss you, we should hang out and stuff like that. And she asked me to go to a buffet with her, the one that she showed me and we really liked together. And I was like, oh, like I thought about it, and I did say yes. Like I was like, I guess we should do that, and we should say hi and stuff like that. But we didn't end up doing it because I had no money. She was like, okay, we'll wait till next week. And then next week came and she didn't say anything to me. And I was really forcing myself because I didn't feel like it. I wasn't really excited to hang out with her. Yeah, I don't really know. But then when I was like, if I just tell her, if I try and communicate, because I have been, and she texted me and we were talking, and I tried to explain it because she was asking me about hanging out, and I said, I don't know how I feel about hanging out with you again because we are just not close anymore, and I just feel like it would be awkward. And like this, I told her this. I said, I don't know, I think it would be awkward, and I just don't know if we have chemistry like that anymore. And she said, no, we're locked. We're literally locked. And I was like, we're not, but okay. Like, if that makes you feel better. But we're really not that close anymore. And if I just tell her, like, or if maybe, I don't know how to talk to her about it. I don't want to be like, hey girl, I can't be friends with you anymore because I don't like what you've been doing, and I don't like things that I've been hearing about you, and I don't like how you've been treating me, and I don't like the people that you talk to, and I think that you make bad decisions, so I don't really want to be friends with you anymore. Like, I can't just say that. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to slowly explain to her, because the thing is, I can be like, I think I could be like, hey, I don't think we should hang out anymore. And then what's gonna really trigger her is when there's a party and she's gonna ask Damien about it because she's gonna be in the group chat. And Damien's gonna say, you are not invited to this party, you are not allowed to go. She's gonna flip out. And I feel bad about it. And I talked to all my friends about it and I was like, I feel bad about this. But they were like, it's not just you. Like, Damien said, you're the last piece, but it's not just you that has a problem with her. And I was like, yeah, I guess so. So that's been really frustrating and difficult for me because, you know, we're close friends for a long time, but like, I've been trying to just let it drift away, but I don't know. I feel like something has to be done because it makes me anxious just thinking that, like, you know, even like just seeing her post on Instagram, I don't know what it is. I don't know how. I'm just being honest with you. Sometimes honesty gets me in trouble, but like, I'll see her post on Instagram and I'll immediately get this feeling in my body. I don't know what it is. I can't really put a word on it. It's just this feeling of like discomfort and like my harmony is like being disturbed, you know, like just bad energy. And it's not like she's living her best life, you know. She's struggling and I think it's getting worse. And you know, I always want to be there for people, but she will talk to me about something. I will give her genuine advice that she needs to take, and she will openly say, I know you're giving me good advice, but you know I'm not gonna do that shit. So I'm like, yeah, I know. That was a real thing that happened. And then there was a whole thing about her talking about her shitty fucking, oh my god, the men she gets involved with are so fucking terrible. This guy she was trying to date, and I told her this is a horrible idea and this is gonna end up bad for you. And she said, well, just like, I shouldn't even send anything and I won't say anything next time because you're not on my side. That fucking, that was one of the big moments where I was like, oh my god, we can't be friends. We can't be friends because what the fuck do you mean? I'm not on your side. I am on your side, girl. That's why I'm telling you all this shit, but you don't want to hear it because you want me to be an enabler. And I'm just really done with that. And Anna told me, yeah, the reason she doesn't like that is because you're used to being a people pleaser, and now that you're not a people pleaser, she doesn't like that you have your own opinions, and she's not used to that. So she's gonna be combative about it. And I just feel like that's not something I'd want in a friend. Like, we have history together, but if I remove all the history and I just think of like all the shit that I know now, would we still be friends? I don't think so. And you really have to think about that with relationships, because there have been times where I've heard like people be like I heard this story once because I was watching a Dan Henschel video. Not a good sign, but he was reading Reddit stories, and one of them was like, am I being crazy for being upset because my girlfriend said that if she met me now, after a 3-year relationship, if she met me now, she probably wouldn't date me. And he, as a joke, because he's, oh, you know, actually it's really confusing, so I don't even go into that, but I was thinking about that, and at first I was like, yeah, it's not really a big deal, you guys are already dating, you know, there's comfort there, so whatever. But every day when you're with someone, you choose them every day. So if my boyfriend were to tell me, yeah, we've been dating for 3 years, but like, if I met you now, I probably wouldn't date you, then we shouldn't be dating, because people change every day, and people are new every day. And you have to choose that person every day. So I think it's a huge red flag that I am not choosing her to be my friend right now. I'm not choosing that. It's too much fucking drama. It's too much crazy shit. She's making horrible decisions, by the way, and it's so obvious to everyone else because we were at the party, and she really didn't talk to me that much, but she was with me and Griffin, and I was listening, and she said, "So me and Jonathan we've been official since June," and I was like, "Okay, cool. Still won't tell me anything about this guy, by the way, but Zach did some research on him because he loves doing that shit. And I was so happy about it because it was so funny. We've kind of come to the conclusion that he's probably about 29 years old. We can't really find anything that much about him. I'm pretty sure Victoria said he works in like an AutoZone or something. Anyway, it's so stupid. Whatever. But she was like, yeah, me and Jonathan have been official since June, and I'm thinking about moving in with him. And I told them that in the car, and they all went, no fucking shot she said that. And I was like, yes, she said that. Oh my god, like I was crying. I was like, there's no fucking way. Are you fucking serious? And I was just like, oh. When she said that, I was just like, oh, okay, cool. Like, are you fucking crazy? Girl, oh my god, you're delusional. If you're watching this right now, you need someone to tell you you're crazy. You're delusional. And I'm sorry that nobody's telling you that, but you need to get your shit together. God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm not being a bitch. I'm not being a bitch. I'm telling you the truth. I'm looking in your eyes and telling you the truth right now. And you've lost me as a friend because you can't get your shit together, and you'll realize soon that you're gonna lose everyone else too. Anyway, and she told me that the reason was because she can't afford her $1,000 a month rent. And you know, to someone like me, that sounds like a lot because my check each week is like $200 around that. But I also work 1 day a week. But she makes like bank. And everyone else was like, yeah, I thought she made a lot of money, but she has a spending problem. And even before she paid me back, she bought herself a motorcycle. And also when I asked her, she was just like, I don't know, I wanted to. Like, it was a really short answer when I was just kind of asking, why did you buy a motorcycle? Because you have rent to pay. Because I'm not stupid. And she was just like, I don't know, because I wanted to. Like, okay, why are you so hostile? I just asked a question I don't understand. God. And then she also said something weird like, I just saved up enough money to get a cat. Okay, I mean, like, yeah, if you were paying your rent, but you're not paying you can't pay your rent, so why are you, like, I'm just, like, is it me? Is it me? Because I just, like, I feel like it's so obvious that that's not a good decision. But it's just, like, I'm scratching my head right now because I just don't understand how, like, this is happening right now. But you know what? This is 27 minutes, but I really need to talk to someone about this because I don't know what to do, and I'm just like, I feel really bad, but, like, I'm tired of not saying what I think. I'm really tired of being like, you know, I should just not say anything because it's not my life. Which is true, but also I can have my own opinions on things. So, yes, I think Sum is delusional. She makes bad decisions. She's not a good friend to me, and she talks about everyone. I was told, listen, she told me, okay, I know that this is true because she told me, but she also told Victoria, her ex-girlfriend, she told Victoria that she would drop everyone in the friend group, I guess if she could, like, or if she had to or something, like, she would just drop everyone because she doesn't really care about anyone. But she told me that she would drop everyone except for me. So that's why I'm thinking maybe she just lied. Because she doesn't hang out with me. She does not talk with me. And she clearly fucking hates everyone else. And she complains about everyone else too. She complains about my brother when he throws parties because it's on a day that she works. I don't know if you know this, son, but it doesn't revolve around you. And he's doing the best he can. And you don't have to go. When he did makeshift prom, that's his biggest party of the year. And the whole time, she was upset because she was hot. And she was upset because it was a day that she worked. And, she was talking to Victoria, who was dating Chase, and is dating Chase now, and said, hey, I'm not over Chase yet, by the way, but, like, I'm trying to just date this new guy so I can get over him, which is crazy because they're dating, like, maybe she didn't know that they were dating, I don't know, but it's like, girl, can you be normal, please? Do you have no self-awareness of how crazy you look right now? It's so sad. And it's just like, I'm out here living my best life. And when I look back and I'm looking at her and I'm just like, girl, I tried to help you. I tried to help you and I tried to talk to you, and you said you didn't feel like talking about it. You said I wasn't on your side. You acted like I was being a bitch and combative, and like I was just trying to be annoying. Like, so it gets to a point where I'm like, you know, I don't have to deal with this. I don't have to deal with this. And I truly believe that you should cut someone out of your life if they're bad energy and they're bringing you down, and you know, I don't believe in the whole thing of like you should be friends with someone if it serves you, because that's not really how a relationship goes. It's a two-way street. But also, if they're causing you pain and suffering, then just don't be friends with them. And you know what? My brain is telling me one thing at first. My brain was telling me, you know, you guys have history together, you know, you can just deal with this, it doesn't matter if you guys are just whatever. But my body would tell me that there's something wrong if she was in a room with me, or if I saw her online, or if she texted me at all. It was just like my guard was up, and I just felt like it was just bad vibes. It was just bad energy. And I'm so glad that I'm being, I don't know if the word is vindicated. I think that's the word, vindicated or validated, about this, because I feel like I just have a tendency to blame myself, I think. And I've just been trying. And everyone else has made it seem like this makes sense, and it's true, and she's a bad friend. And at this point, I think I have realized that. But I'm waiting until my fucking vacation is over to deal with this. And then I was like, oh, she's probably gonna tell everyone, and then everyone's gonna be mad at me. But Anna was talking to me, and she was like, who do you think's gonna be mad at you? And I was like, I don't know, like, maybe this person or that person. And she was like, oh no, he does not like her. Like, they might talk, but he does not like her. He was borderline being harassed by her. So I was like, oh, okay, great. And then the other person, she was like, oh, she's not in the loop at all. And she would probably take your side too, because she's, you know, she knows you and stuff like this. And I was like, yeah, I know. The people who would probably think that I'm like being mean for cutting her off and it's crazy and it's out of the blue, would probably be her best friend right now, Griffin. Griffin probably wouldn't talk to me anymore, which is fine because I don't really see Griffin. We don't really hang out. I don't know. But it's just like a whole big ass thing. It's just a whole fucking thing. Because then I was thinking, like, what if we're not friends and like other people are friends with them and we go to an event together? I'll just like, it's not that it'll be ruined. I can like try and not pay attention to the fact that they're there, but like let's say if we go to the beach and there's like 7 of us and one of them is Sum or one of them is Griffin, I'm not gonna have as good of a time, because after I say we're not gonna be friends, because it's gonna be weird as fuck, and I know that they're gonna be mad about it. So it's just like, it's just all this fucking bullshit. And when we were at the party, I was trying to talk to her. She was with Griffin the whole time, but I was trying to talk to her, and she just did not seem interested in my life, like, at all. The only thing I can think of is, like, I think she's a little bit jealous of the fact that me and Evan have had, like, a really good relationship thus far, and we're coming upon our 1 year, because, like, I thought about this, but, other people have said this as well, that she kind of centers her life around men, and like the only thing she would talk about with me lately is if there's a man involved, and like she's dating someone new and blah blah blah, and I'd be like, I don't give a fuck, girl. Like, what are you doing in your life? Because okay, she plays Overwatch, she rides her motorcycle, which is cool, but like, what are you like doing though? Because if you asked me, I'd be like, I'm preparing for college, I'm on vacation right now, I've been working on personal projects, I've been painting, I've been drawing, I'm out in nature a lot, I've been really enjoying swimming too, I've been hanging out with friends a lot more too. I've been trying to build the relationships that I want to blossom instead of trying to repair the ones that are not, you know? So, like I said, I'm living my best life out here, and I'm freaking in a beautiful relationship right now that I love so much and I'm so secure in. So I think that sometimes people will see that energy and subconsciously or maliciously will have feelings about it, or they'll be offended by it or something, you know. And I think that there's no possible way. Sorry, I keep looking to the side because I'm looking at myself. There is no way that she hears about how my relationship with Evan is going and she's not jealous about it, because that's just the kind of person she is. And just like, she doesn't know what else to talk with me about except for bringing up Evan, you know? It's just, I don't enjoy being around people who are so male-centered, you know? Like, you're a lady. Ladies nowadays cannot be male-centered without you looking like a pick-me girl. And, at least a couple of people have agreed that she is a pick-me girl. I don't want to use those words because that's not necessarily my opinion, but, you know, God, but it feels so nice to just say, like, what I feel and be like, you know what, this is my opinion on you, and if it hurts your feelings, then don't be friends with me, because you don't have to. As a matter of fact, you can block me if you want to. I thought about blocking her, but I was like, that's like a little bit too much. Like, I don't really care that much. I'm just trying to separate myself just like a little bit more so that she doesn't try and talk to me and I don't have to see her anymore. Because this has been building up for honestly a couple years, but I kept letting things slide because I was like, whatever. And I'm working on respecting myself more. So I'm just really done with that life. I'm really done with that life. And I value my time. I'm an adult woman now. So I can't be playing these games. I am not going to be playing these games. So I'll tell you this. I'll tell you what I feel. My friends, Anna, I think she's really cool. I think she's cool. I think that there's more that I should learn about her. We've been friends for so long now. What the fuck is on the window? Those are some weird ass bugs. Those are some Ohio bugs right there. Whoa. Anyway, Anna's cool. Zach, he's got a bit of an attitude problem. He can be a little judgy towards me sometimes, but ultimately he's good to have around, and I think that he, other than that, sometimes he makes me feel on edge because I feel like he'll be mad at me or something. You know, he's pretty fine. Damien's my brother. I love him, but he pisses me off. Victoria's cool. I do think she's a bit of a people pleaser, which can sometimes, not that she has, but sometimes people pleasers can get on my nerves because it's like, stand up for yourself, you know, and like say what you please. But I got the same problem too. So that does not change how she treats me or anything like that. Oh my god, so many people in my life, what the fuck? I don't know, it doesn't really, my boyfriend, I love him so much. I'm always afraid that, well, no, that's not true. I was gonna say I'm always afraid that he'll leave me, but I mean, like, it's always gonna be a fear of mine that he will leave me someday, because I have accepted that if he does, it'll hurt really bad and I'll be broken for a long time. But, I don't think that will happen soon. At least in the future that I can see. I really can't imagine my life without him, and, like, you hear girls say that a lot where they're like, oh my god, I'm gonna die without this man, but I just have never been like that, really. Usually when I'm in a relationship, I'm like, okay, how long is this gonna last? Or like, I'll buy this for them just in case we make it till Christmas. But with Evan, it's like, because I was at the store and I was looking at stuff and I was like, I gotta get him stuff for Christmas because I know we're gonna make it till Christmas. I should have turned on the light. Wow, that would probably be a whole lot easier for you guys to fucking see, huh? Good thing that this video is 40 minutes long because no one's gonna watch it except for Evan. Hi, Evan. And maybe Fig Butts. I know you're there. And Almond watched my video the other day about my presentation. So thank you for that. The presentation was fun. Some was in that video. And you know what was crazy? During the presentation party, Anna was doing this segment where she talked about everyone as dragons, and she gave us personalized dragons. Mine was really cute. I was a Gronkle. I was really cute. And she got to some, and she was like, this dragon is like the prettiest in all of the land. It has super pretty wings, and it's incredibly vain. And she was like, what does vain mean? And Anna was like, oh, you know, like, it means, like, you really care about your appearance, and you like taking care of your appearance. And, like, when we, first of all, we were reading on the slide, and, like, Damien was making jokes to Zach, and he was like, you know, you're the bitchiest dragon in all the land. Anyway, it was stupid, but, and Anna was, like, explaining to her, like, oh, you know, it just means you really care about your appearance. And me and Damien were looking at each other like, because I was like, is that actually what it means? And we just use it in a mean way? But no, Anna, I asked her about it, and she was like, no, I meant that maliciously, because I do not like her. And I was like, oh, shit. I was like, oh, okay, great. Glad that, I know that about you. So, because I guess I just always had the opinion of, like, nobody really gives a fuck. Like, they're just like, you know, she's there. But surprisingly, everyone's not like me, and people do give a fuck about that. And also, my boyfriend, Evan, was pretty happy when I told him that everyone else agrees with him, and the fact that he does not like Sum that much because of how she treats me specifically. And again, like, Damien was talking about this, and I was trying to tell him, I don't even remember when Sum treated me badly, because I always pushed it out of my head, because I was like, you know, she's just having a day or whatever. But, you know, there are specific things that he particularly doesn't like. Like, if someone did that to him, he'd be really pissed off about it. So, God, all this bullshit. And I've just been like, I unfollowed her on Instagram, because there's really not that much holding us together anymore. We don't talk anymore. You know, we don't really say much in the group chats. I'm just afraid that, like, I don't know what I'm afraid of at this point anymore. I just really feel bad about it, because, like, I wouldn't want someone to be like a close friend. Like if Anna was like, I don't want to be friends with you anymore, sorry. And I'd be like, whoa, where is this coming from? But I feel like it really hasn't been that way with that. And I feel like I would also be perceptive enough to understand that I'm fucking it up. But, like, and I also don't want to be one of these people, but Sum, if you're watching this video, I was one of the best friends that you could have ever had. And I always stood by your side. And I am a very loyal person. I'm still friends with Mace after 99% of her friends dropped her, because I see the good in people, and I'm there for people when I care about them. And you fucked it up, and I wish you didn't fuck it up, because I wanted to be friends with you, but, like, it's just so, you just act so weird. I just can't stand behind it. So, like, I know you've been posting about how much you love all your friends, all your new friends, and how you love the people you surround yourself with. Go ahead. But you don't surround yourself with me, and I don't surround myself with you, so I'm sure you're gonna be good if I peace out, and also if you don't see anyone else ever again. Because, at parties, I mean, because they could be friends with you if they want to talk to you, but as far as I know, I'm trying to think of the people who are at our parties, at least 70% of the people that are at parties will not see you anymore because you only see them at parties. So I think you will realize that you fucked up, and I really hope that you get help. And I say this because I care about you, and also because you said that to me one time when we stopped being friends, that you hoped that I got help and that I was over you, which was crazy because I was. So just throwing that back at you, #maliciously. Hope you get better, and hope you stop making fuck-ass decisions. This is coming from a place of sadness, guys. Anyway, I really shouldn't give that much of a fuck. But for some reason I still do. And I guess that's just a flaw. But I was so happy when I was like, wow, she's kind of like weighing down my life. And I feel better if I don't think about her. Maybe we shouldn't be friends. So I don't know. But I'm trying to think right now, because usually whenever I say anything, like the part earlier where I was like, you're delusional and you're crazy. And by the way, crazy is like a strange word for some people, because a lot of times crazy is used against people who are mentally ill. But in this case, I mean it more lightheartedly, as like you're making bad decisions and you're doing things that are really bad for you, and you're delusional because you think it's not bad, and you think that you can just ignore my advice and everyone else's advice and you'd be fine. That's delusional to me. So, but when I said that, I was like, oh, I wonder if I should not post this video because I just said that. But you know what? No, fuck it. I'm posting this video because that's what I believe. And I'm just really sad because I see the good person in her, but it's just the bad outweighs the good in this point. And I think you can tell that I still care because I'm still talking about it. And it's still made me really sad that it has to be this way, but I've also accepted it like a long time ago that like we would just slowly drift away. And now I'm making better relationships for myself, so and this trip has been really fun because I love spending time with everyone, and it's really nice. Like, these trip days are like living in a sitcom where we're all, especially in the Airbnb, if we're like in a hotel. I think we haven't done a hotel. We've never stayed in a hotel for our whole trip. We've always gotten an Airbnb. For Virginia, Vermont was a friend's house. Baltimore. Did we go somewhere else too? No. And now in Ohio. Ohio. Get it? Like hello in Japanese, Ohio? Ohio. Ohio. Ohio-some. So, yeah, I really need to finalize this, sign the divorce papers, and just be like, you know what? If we're meant to be friends, we'll be friends again. But as of right now, and you know what? A real friend would say this shit. If Damien was like, Damien's my brother, but if he was like, Sam, you're being crazy and delusional, I wouldn't be, hopefully, unless I was in the mindset of, and I was having like a mental health issue, I'd be like, wow, you think I'm crazy and delusional? Shit. But, it's gonna sound like I'm trying to start beef or something, because I'm being honest. And, sometimes saying mean things is not to be mean, which is crazy, but sometimes it's actually not to be mean. And, I'm just really glad that, like, I feel freer, and I'm glad that my friends care about my opinion. My actual friends that care about me. So, this is my open goodbye letter to you. Not really to you, because this video is more for me to just talk about whatever shit. And also show off the Airbnb we're at. Apparently, Anna, she said, like, the floor was dirty, and to be fair, there was some things that were dirty, because I think there was someone staying in this Airbnb up until the day that we got here, so it wasn't really that clean. Oh, I got ice cream in the fridge, but I want to take a shower. They have a bathtub, but it's like also a lot of work, and also I just want to go swimming. Like, I don't know, I want a bath. I hope that me and Evan can move in together and we can take his mom's house and we can have her bath. Anyway, so yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I'm so fucking hyped for tomorrow. I want to go on that cruise so badly and just fuck around and wear a tie-dye shirt and Wear some cute little earrings. Our trip is 50% over at this point because we got here on Sunday. If you count Sunday, I'll count Sunday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Oh, okay, well, we're like 40% then. I feel like we just got here though. But, you know, sometimes you just gotta like sit in the moment and try and absorb everything. Just like absorb it all. So you can feel it, you know? Okay. Absorb it. Absorb it. And also, Evan, actually, you know what? No, never mind. Oh, actually, yeah. Forget what I said. I did not say anything. Don't ask me about it. It's a birthday present. So, okay. I just feel so much lighter. Some Ohio meditation? Maybe I should do that. I should take a shower before everyone gets here and then they want to take a shower. Oh, the sky is like a little bit purple. You won't be able to see it. You can't zoom in. Never mind. The sky is like a tiny bit purple. And that is stained glass. So, that's not the sky. Anyway. Alright. I'll see you guys soon. See you guys later. I was so happy because the Airbnb had batteries that were actually charged. So that's crazy. That's crazy. Some Ohio batteries. Like Ohio is so exotic, but it's just funny. Anyway. Okay. Fuck yeah. Alright. I'm gonna take a quick shower. And, I don't know. I guess I'll post this now because this video is 51 minutes. I don't want this all on my tablet. Okay, and you know what else? I just want to say, dude, this video is so long. I'm never gonna watch this video in the future. But, I do want to give a shout out to Evan and his friends because I've been listening to them play League, every night to help me go to sleep. And hopefully I will tonight as well because it makes me feel less lonely. So, hopefully they can do that because if they don't, then I'm gonna be sad and lonely and I won't be able to fall asleep. So, the fuck? Okay. Okay. Well, I'll see you guys later. I'm trying to work on some more drawings too. I'll probably be up super late tonight. So, but texting is really hard because I only have my tablet and it takes so long to text on my tablet and my phone doesn't have Discord. So if you're watching this and you're my friend and you're trying to text me on Discord, it's probably gonna take me a while. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, well, I don't know how to end it. Ohio! Yeah. Okay, guys. Have a nice day. Bye. Thank you for watching.